What makes Amway, Amway? Is it the thrill of opportunity? The freedom to live life your way? Is it hope, or is it reward? Are these the only foundational truths, the heart and soul of Amway's existence?
There's one more.
Excuse me?
Family is our favorite pillar of the Founders Fundamentals.
Yeah, family really is the common thread that holds everything together.
Good point. First, let's talk about the original families, Rich DeVos and Jay Van Andel. Fast friends since high school and the founders of Amway, but you already know that story. So here are some things about these two you may not have known. More than two entrepreneurs who grew a global business from their dark and stuffy basements, Rich and Jay were experts in persistence, well-seasoned in never giving up. First, they started a flight school without knowing how to fly. Then they started a diner with no experience in restaurants. Having only sailed on a tiny boat in an even tinier lake somewhere in western Michigan, they bought a 38-foot schooner named Elizabeth and headed for the Caribbean. And when the boat sank in the middle of the ocean, did they run back home to mom and dad? No. They caught a ride on a ship headed for Venezuela and asked for jobs. Months later, and back from sea, they started a wooden housewares company with imports from Haiti. Then they started a wooden toy company. Certain their rocking horses would revolutionize the market, their hopes were quickly dashed by plastic. It was around this time that Jay's second cousin introduced Rich and Jay to some revolutionary vitamins made by a keenly observant biochemist named Carl Renborg. Rich and Jay sold their first box the next day for $19.50. A few minor details here, a few strokes of a pen there, a company move, and the American Way Association was formed. And two friends, two families became one family, Amway. But don't just take our word for it. Isn't that right, Doug?
Yep.
Steve?
Yep.
Now for more facts you might not have known. This is Jay's chair. He stayed in the office a lot, building business from the inside. That's why they called him Mr. Inside. This is Rich's chair. Notice it's not nearly as worn. They called him Mr. Outside. He was always out, building the relationships, connecting with people, and of course, selling those fantastic Amway products. Only 5 years later, Amway had 500 employees, 65,000 distributors, expanded to Canada, built one factory, and oh yeah, Amway earned $25 million. All over America, people were experiencing business ownership, freedom, and hope, and earning rewards like never before. Over the years, Amway has spread across the world, operating on 6 continents. Sorry, Antarctica. They're in over 100 countries and territories, representing 60 languages, with more than 16,000 employees. And of course, bringing the most innovative breakthroughs to market matters to Amway. That's why they've invested over $300 million since 2012 in manufacturing and research and development. They have nearly 6,000 acres of certified organic farmland spanning 3 countries. They've also got 1,000 of the world's top scientists, engineers, and technicians working in over 100 labs across the world. Their breakthroughs are responsible for over 800 patents, with another 270 pending, and ensuring that every Amway product is pure, safe, and effective. Guaranteed. Because Amway's a family, and families reward each other with their best. Speaking of rewards, did you know that over the last 60 years, Amway has recognized and paid $61.3 billion in bonuses and incentives to its hardworking ABOs? If that's not rewarding, I'm not sure what is. But why are we telling you all this? Here's why. Remembering where Amway came from as a family reminds us all of what is truly possible. Looking to the past, we see that there's no such thing as impossible. Like Rich and Jay, you can and have created something great. So what has Amway created over the last 60 years? Nutrilite, generating billions of dollars a year. It's the world's #1 selling vitamins and dietary supplements brand. It's no wonder these little tablets started everything. They're tested, tracked, and grown on Amway's own organically certified farms. They even have birth certificates. Oh yeah, and did you know they're protected naturally by falcons? Say hello, Copper. You won't find any pesticides or chemicals on these farms. They're powered by the purest water, soil, and compost, Amway's own recipe of healthy bacteria, and nearly 260,000 liters of the richest worm fertilizer. Their plants are checked constantly, harvested only during their peak nutrition times, and quality tested literally every minute during manufacturing. That's over 500,000 quality tests every year. In case you couldn't tell, purity, safety, and effectiveness matter at Amway. Period. Moving on. This is Artistry. So is this, and this, and this. Ooh la la. And it was inspired by this noteworthy world traveler, Edith Renborg. Name sound familiar? That's because she's the wife of Nutrilite inventor Carl Renborg. A radical entrepreneur in her own right, she recognized a lot of things. First, that each woman is an individual like no other, a self-made work of art. How do we know? Because she said it. Second, the distinct connection between botanical ingredients, good science, and radiant skin. The elegant faces of women around the world deserve nothing less. Artistry maintains her legacy by blending the purest ingredients from their Nutrilite farms with their best science from Amway labs around the world, because every face is different and every face is beautiful. Thanks, Edith. Finally, there's Amway's home products. Born in the early years of Amway from a bottle of LOC. Today, Amway sells over 73 million home and durables products every year. Like the eSpring water treatment system. What makes it so powerful? We're guessing it's because the carbon block filter and ultraviolet technology effectively removes more than 140 contaminants and 99% of waterborne bacteria and viruses. And do you see the width of the single strand of Steve's amazing mustache hair? No, you don't. It's too small. In scientific terms, it's 75 microns small. This is Amway's Atmosphere Sky Air Treatment System. It removes particulates over 30,000 times smaller than the width of Steve's mustache hair. It's even been said to remove the smell of Sunday morning bacon from my kitchen.
Why would you ever get rid of that smell?
We were thinking the same thing. Living your way comes with products you can trust from a community of support, whether you're at home or seeing the world. And with the exception of this guy, Mr. Inside, the Amway family is never static, never in one place for too long. You're out experiencing the world your way. Amway meets you there too, with excess energy. These cans continue to excel year after year, because just like you, people want a more adventurous life, a bigger experience, and they need something to help keep them going. But again, chances are you already know this. You know the products, you live this life, and this life, and this life, or maybe this life. You have grown an extensive, robust, far-reaching team of ABOs excited about all of these products too. But success is a lot more than just a vibrant life within the Amway family. You know that as one family, Amway has a responsibility to others, to the health and well-being of the whole world. You know about Power of 5 and Nutrilite Little Bits and Amway's unending commitment to empowering people everywhere. About 500,000 of you have given your time and effort to being a positive change in the world. And because of you, hundreds of thousands of people have access to nutritional supplements. They have a way forward. Because as one family, when we remember who we are and what we do and all that we've accomplished over 60 years, we find hope for the future.
Hi.
This is Milind Pant. Milind is the first non-family individual to serve as Amway's chief executive officer. He's got some pretty big shoes to fill. Milind comes to Amway with an unparalleled amount of executive leadership. This is his wife. These are his kids. His dog. This is his Instagram account. Go follow him. Milind, tell us about the future of Amway.
Our future together is bigger, better, bolder. We're going to disrupt traditional direct selling to move into social commerce. And at the core of that disruption is going to be you, our ABO leaders. We are going to support you to be social influencers, to be able to do social selling, make it easier for you and make it easier for your customers to buy. This is going to be an exciting new world of Amway, and I'm so happy and so delighted that you are a part of it.
And to speak to the coming generations, Milind's not alone. He's backed 100% by Amway's next generation. We're talking about the roughly 40 grandsons, granddaughters, and spouses of the Van Andels and DeVosses, the founding families. Milind and every ABO, they're out there. You're out there, listening, life-enriching, supporting, not just for Amway, for everyone. Because that's what families do. With every change, in every challenge, we build and grow. We encourage, we guide for ourselves, but never by ourselves. Together, we find strength. Together, we find reward. Together, we find our hope, a better life, and a brighter world because we are all one family. Take it away, fellas.
From my family.
And my family,
Our family.
thank you for making us a part of your family.
For the last 60 years and for years to come.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome to Amway.